All right, Time Paradox Ghostwriter Chapter 8. So it wasn't what I was expecting, but I mean, I'm really happy with what it was. I thought it was very, very good. So obviously at the end of the last chapter, we got that message like you have to keep drawing White Knight or Itsuki's gonna die. And I was making all these predictions like what's gonna happen next. And to be honest, I thought that it was just gonna jump straight into like the next day or something and focus on like how he's gonna react then. But it actually keeps on going, and we find out a little bit more information, which I'm really happy. I didn't think that was gonna happen though. But I don't know. So at first he's really shocked. He's like, yo, what the hell does this mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I don't even know. There was like, it was like really weird at first. He tries to like touch the message, see what it is, but it's like iron sand. So it's like it's like magnetizing in like the right like shape to like make the letters or whatever. I don't know. So that was just a nice little like cool little touch. And it was cool because like throughout the chapter you could see like the message fluctuating. And at one point it actually like hit him because he got too close or whatever. It was kind of funny. I think like the first time it changed, because it changed a couple times in this chapter, it like changed to like the square root of 122 and that equals 12. So I don't know what the hell that the microwave is trying to tell him. Like, is something gonna happen in 12 days, in 12 years? Like what's up with this 12 number? Why did they send that? I don't know. That was like the only thing that I didn't really understand in the chapter. And then it evolved further, and then it was like Itsuki Aino is going to start a new series soon. I think it's going to be called Anima, if I'm not mistaken. I think they put that up there, and it basically the microwave basically said like, yo, you have to beat her new series in order to save her life. So it's not even that he has to keep drawing a White Knight to save her, but he has to beat her new series with the White Knight that he's going to create. So he's like, yo, what the hell? And predictably, it's freaking Teppei, so he's going crazy. He's like, yo, I can't do this. What do you mean? Like, this makes no damn sense. Why did you choose me? And then the microwave then flashes like a bunch of random numbers and a date on the board, and it's like, he's like, yeah, what the hell does this mean? And then it fluctuates again. I think that's when it hits him, when it fluctuates that time, and he gets knocked back. And then it says like, yo, these are the lottery numbers for a couple of days out to win this money and like spend it on production costs for White Knight, because I know you haven't been spending any of the money that you've been making on White Knight so far, that's really funny. I'm really wondering who or what is sending him these messages, right? And I think we get a clue at the end, but I'm not totally sure. And he's just like, at that point he's going crazy, like, yo, lottery, like, what are you talking about? Like, he's again just going crazy. It's Teppei. And then he's like, yo, who are you? Like, why are you choosing me? Can I even do this? Like, out of all the people, you had to choose me. And he's still thinking in his mind like, yo, I have to beat Itsuki. That's crazy. How is it not changed already if things already changed this much? Like, how can I possibly beat her new story? How can I possibly continue White Knight? And then he asks like, who are you? And then it makes like a smiley face on the fridge, and it shows like in Teppei's head he gets like I don't know, it just like hits him, and then he sees like a vision of like, in his mind, obviously I don't think it appeared on the fridge, of like Itsuki like smiling at him. And she looks really cute in that image. But like, I'm wondering if it's like somehow like Itsuki's spirit or something, or like Itsuki like before she dies or something. I have no clue. Or like maybe Itsuki in the timeline that they're going to change, and she's sending it back to make sure it does change, like some weird inception shit like that. So I don't know. It's really, really interesting. And then it fades away, and then there's like this super cool panel where he's just like shocked, and then he gets all determined and like angry. And it was just a super cool panel of just him. And then at the very end of the chapter, you see him like grinding out, like biting his finger, Attack on Titan style, like blood dripping down on the panels. He's like, yo, he's muttering to himself like, Itsuki Aino would, like he's trying to think what she would do with the story. Like he's trying to think where she should he should go. He's like, yo, if I do this character, do this. But wait, she's never had that. Like, she's never had any character do anything like that in the previous stories. But if we go back to this one character, he said something back at like the first couple chapters ago. So that might be a flashback to this, or that might be foreshadowing. And then he's just going crazy trying to figure out what he should do. Honestly, I'm really, really excited to see his mental state going forward, because he is going to be on his rocker right now. He's going to, or off his rocker? Is that, whatever. But he's going to be absolutely going mad, because, oh my God, I said it in the last episode I made too, but, you know, it's not just a manga at stake. There's a life at stake, and it's not just a carefree, like, okay, I'm going to get a new issue every week, and I'm just going to redraw it and put it out there, and then things are going to go smoothly. No, there's a life at stake now. Aino's life is at stake. And how is he going to carry this burden? How is he going to keep up with it? And I don't even know. I'm just, you know, he's going to be driving himself crazy for the next couple of weeks, because he still has like a bunch of weeks of content before he has to put out his own new chapter. So I think it's going to be a while. Maybe it'll probably be a while until we see the chapter where he puts out his first original chapter, I think, anyway. I mean, I could maybe see them just jumping right to that point, but I think they're going to really play on his emotional state and people's reactions to him around him, and just him trying to like really perfect this. So yeah, I think it'll be a while until we see them get to the chapter where Teppei is putting out his first original chapter, you know what I mean? I don't even know. Like, I also want to see his relationship with Aino now. Like, how? Like, he already has so many feelings around this girl, right? And now that he holds her life in his hands, as dictated by this like supernatural entity, his microwave, like, yo, like, what is going to happen? Like, how is he going to act around her? Like, is he going to treat her like a stranger? Is he going to be like super protective now? Like, what's going to happen? I'm just super, super excited. And I also want to see what's going to happen with Anima, which is going to be Itsuki's new series that the future man or girl or whatever said that she was going to make soon. And like I said, I think that the future thing might actually be her, because they made that smiley face, and then Teppei had like that like quick image burst in his mind of Itsuki smiling back at him. And that kind of seemed like, I don't know. So I wonder if it's like her, and like I said earlier, like maybe her from the timeline they're in where Teppei has already saved her and she's now sending back that message. But I mean, would that make sense? I don't think would that make sense? I don't fucking know. None of this makes sense. It's paranormal activity. Why am I trying to make sense out of it? I don't know. But I think it's definitely more than there's definitely somebody behind this, whether alive or dead, or like they're just energy. I have no clue. So maybe it's Teppei himself sending back these messages. Oh, I wonder if that could be it. I wonder if it's Teppei sending back these messages to himself. I wonder. Because maybe Teppei and Itsuki in the future, in the original future where Itsuki dies, maybe they become acquainted somehow. I don't know. This is, I don't know. I'm like, my brain's going so many different places right now. I don't really know what to say. So yeah, I'm just really curious also about that lottery. I wonder if Teppei's going to take it or not. Is he going to even, because like I said, he's going to be going crazy. So he's probably just going to be grinding out, trying to figure out a story nonstop day and night, alongside perfecting his drawing for each chapter. So I wonder if he's going to even take the time or remember to take that lottery, if he even wants it in the first place. I hope he takes it, because he should need it. I don't know. This manga's going places. I'm really excited to see what happens in the next chapter. To see how he reacts to this, to see how people react to him, to see what happens next. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just super excited. This is a very, very good manga, and I'm really liking it. I know a couple chapters ago, before we dropped this twist, I was a little worried about where it was going to be going, but I'm really happy that they're incorporating this more paranormal aspect. It's right in the name, Time Paradox Ghostwriter, so super, super interested. And I guess he's not really going to be being a ghostwriter anymore, right? He's going to be his own original content soonish, soon enough. He has like a buffer, like 10, 20 chapters, but then it'll be his own content. And then also, what is going to be the role of like that time machine from now on? Is it still going to be sending him stuff every now and then? Or is it just going to be inactive, like its role fulfilled? I could see that. I could see either, to be honest. I could totally see it just never working again, because until it's like a dire situation, or he's like finally succeeded in saving her at the end of the story or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I just don't know. It was just a really cool chapter overall. I'm still wondering about like that square root of 144 that appeared on there, because I don't think that there was no way that was just like some random shit. Something 12, the number 12 is important for some reason, and I wonder why. I have no clue. Like I said, 12 days, 12 years, 12 weeks, like what is going on with the number 12? I don't know. But so yeah, this was just a really, really cool chapter. I'm glad we got to see more of like the paranormal activity, like I said. And also Teppei, I don't think he came to terms with his goal now, but at least he's not just like despairing in a corner, right? He's trying to do something about it. But if he continues the way that we saw him at the end of the chapter, then he's not going to last. He kind of has to calm down a bit and just, you know, be more rational about it, instead of just like killing himself trying to figure out a solution. But that's not really his personality so far. So I think it's really going to come up to his assistants and those in his life to like kind of calm him down, you know, set him like make him a little calmer. And I'm sure Itsuki's going to play a role with that. I'm sure at first he's going to be driving himself crazy looking at her. And then maybe she'll say something, and maybe the other assistants will say something, and he'll be comforted. And maybe they'll work out a solution together. Like maybe he can just straight up say like, I'm having trouble with the story. I don't really know where to take it, and he can take feedback. But I don't really know if that'll happen. So I'm just really interested to see. And especially now that Itsuki is going to be getting her own manga now, I wonder if that means that she's no longer going to be, well, no, it definitely means that she's no longer going to be Teppei's assistant, right? So once she gets out her own manga, I mean, of course it won't be serialized right away, but at least I don't think it'll be serialized right away. But once she gets that her own manga anima, if that is indeed what it's going to be called, then yeah, she won't be his assistant anymore. So she won't be probably appearing in the story as often. So I think that there should be some like big moment before she leaves his little nest of his studio. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be like that. I don't know. It's going to be. I'm curious to see how this rivalry between them will develop, because he's not going to see it as a rivalry between her. It's not like some carefree thing that he just has. They're trying to compete to get better rankings than each other. But for her, maybe. But like for him, it's literally like he has to beat her. Like he doesn't have time to like mess around with her. You know what I mean? Or really anybody else, quite frankly. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see where this goes, where it leads. What's up with the number 12? Is he going to take the lottery? I don't know. So for the next chapter, I think it will be maybe him just going crazy, trying to figure out new stuff. His assistants being like, yo, what's up with Teppei? Maybe I know at the end of the next chapter, or the chapter after that, like saying like her leaving because her manga is getting published. Because now that I'm thinking about it, she just won a Tezuka award, right? So maybe that was like the one shot for anima or something along those lines. But I don't know, so we'll see. But that's about all I wanted to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked what I had to say, please drop a like and consider subscribing. And in the comments, what do you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter? And what do you make of square root 144? Do you think it's literally nothing? Or do you think the number 12 has some significance, and any ideas on what that significance could be? But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and bye.